Okay, so I'm going to go through the exercise we talked about leaning through your hand with a wrist that doesn't quite go all the way back. So the idea is that we get you eventually into this position. So you can lean through your hands, and that starts to recondition your wrist to be able to put weight through it when you're getting out of a chair, getting up off the floor, that kind of thing. But at this stage, normally what happens is you try to put weight through your hands, it gets to a certain point, and then your arm begins to bend. Okay, but what that doesn't do is that doesn't teach the wrist to go back into extension because the bones are in the wrong position. So what we're going to do is we're going to find something like this. A rolled up towel, can be a cushion, can be anything, as long as it stays in a rough shape. What we've got to do is build that towel up to the height at which point your wrist feels like it's going to bend. And we're going to keep our arm as straight as we can and push into that. Okay? We put both hands at the same time, and we start with just our hands above it and the weight of our upper body over through our hands. And then what we're going to slowly do is reintroduce more weight by putting our feet backwards. And eventually you'll be in this elevated position. Okay? We can also, doing this, leaning against a wall if you want to. Okay? Our goal is to do this on a daily basis. We're going to start with whatever you can tolerate, as in when your change in your pain goes from being something that's manageable. So if you think on a scale of 0 to 10, so something between a 0 and a 5 is totally fine. If it starts to go north of that, pain starts to get worse, pain is there afterwards and doesn't go away, you're pushing too hard for too long. So what we want to do is to listen to what we're pain. So if it starts at 20 seconds, that's totally fine. So we're going to do 3 sets of 20 seconds with a minute's rest. This is just an example on a daily basis, and your goal is to get to 3 sets of 1 minute. And eventually you'll be doing it in this nice press-up position rather than just your weight through your hands.